So if there's just one mask that I could use for the rest of my life, this is it. Hi there, this is Suchitra and I talk about all things beauty and wellness to make your life a little better. So today's topic, as you must have already guessed, is hair masks. So I'm going to take you through my collection, and having used them for a while, I'm going to let you know my 2 bits about what I think of them. And I hope you stay till the end of this video. And if you do like the content here, you know what to do. Hit like, share and subscribe. So I'm gonna go in no particular order. I'm gonna literally just pick up whatever comes in my hand first and tell you what I think of them. So okay, this one is the L'Oreal Hair Spa. It's technically not a mask, but I'm gonna club this in the mask category because that's how I use it, and I know a lot of people use it like that as well. So this is typically what comes with those little ampules, and you mix the two things and you give yourself a nice hair spa. This is for salon use, but they're also, sold in a lot of stores where you can pick them up, and a lot of people use them as hair masks like I do. So how do I rate this as a hair spa versus a hair mask? Honestly, I think this performs much better as a hair mask than a hair spa, if you ask me. So what I like about it is it smells really good. I like good smelling hair products because your hair smells nice and it always kind of uplifts your mood. So this one does a pretty good job of sort of retaining the moisture in the hair, cutting down frizz to an extent and keeping it very soft and nourished, if I may say. And it's supposed to be a repairing cream bath. That is what the brand positions it as. I honestly don't know about the repairing bit so much, but by virtue of it cutting down frizz, it is kind of reparative. So, in that sense, yeah, I guess. But haven't seen any major repairing qualities apart from the frizz cutting and the smoothness that it gives the hair, which any good hair mask should give you. So how would I rate this? I would say about 7 out of 10. This is probably one of my oldest hair masks. I've gone through many tubs of this from the time when there weren't too many good hair masks available in the market. This is what I used to pick up, and even for my very fine frizzy hair, it used to do like a wonderful job without weighing it down a lot and keeping it tame. So I would rate this well, but also now I think there are better products in the market, and that's probably why this sort of doesn't rank as high. But I think I still have a bit of loyalty to it, which is why 7 out of 10. Okay, next is this Vela Invigo Color Brilliance hair mask. It has lime caviar as one of the key ingredients which the brand highlights on the package. This they position as a hair mask for colored hair. Honestly, I don't know why, because it works as any other general hair mask. It smells amazing. I think this is one of the best smelling hair masks that I have used till date. I would just open the tub to smell it. It's so good. I'm almost at the end of this hair mask. If you can see, there's very little of this product left. So yeah, I have used this generously, and I can tell you that it works better as a conditioner. After you shampoo your hair, you sort of use this instead of a conditioner. It works much better like that than a pre-wash mask, which is what I believe the brand wants you to use it as. But I think they should also sort of switch up that order, or mention that you can use this as a conditioner, because it performs far better that way. Yeah, as a pre-wash mask, I felt like it was okay. It wasn't really giving me that thing to cut down the frizz as much than what it did when you used it as a conditioner. So yeah, the thing about this product is you need to know how to use it, which is use it as a conditioner and not as a pre-wash mask. How would I rate this? Because this doesn't position itself as a conditioner and does position itself as a mask, I'm rating it purely as a mask, which I would say is a 6, or maybe at the most a 6.5, but not more than that. But as a conditioner, it fares much higher. I think it has the potential to go up to 7.5 or even 8. It does so well, but doesn't position itself as a conditioner, positions itself as a mask. So we'll go with the earlier rating. Okay, next is the Requil Pea Protein and Ceramide Hair Mask. I think this is one of the most disappointing masks that I have personally used, if you ask me. Uh, Contrary to popular opinion, because I know a lot of people really like this mask, but it just hasn't worked for me and my frizzy hair in this humid city where I live. It just doesn't cut it, sorry. It's supposed to be like reparative. It does nothing. It literally does literally nothing. It has zero slip that it provides to the hair. It doesn't cut out the frizz. It just feels weird, you know. Every time I've used this mask, I would just give it like a 2, not anything more than that. And I've tried very hard to use this one, you know. Let me actually show you how much of this I have used, because I wanted to be really fair. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not using it correctly, and that's probably why it's you know, not doing well. But I've used so much of it, and also smells really weird, like smells really weird. I think personally for me, I like my mask having a bit of silicone, and this says it's silicone free. I think, which is why it doesn't work for me at all. It gives zero slip and it's just all around weird. The only way that I have found this to work moderately for me is, you know, using it directly at the roots, not on the scalp but on at the roots of the hair. I know that's not how you typically traditionally use a hair mask. You always use it on the lens, but this, because this doesn't have a lot of creaminess, and because I have like a fairly dry scalp, it works for me. May not work for everyone, especially those who are prone to build up. Maybe you don't want to try that way, but if you have my kind of hair and scalp, maybe that's one way to use it. Because I felt like, you know, if I was having this phase of itchy scalp or whatever, and I could use like a exfoliating serum on my scalp, I'd leave it for an hour and then go in with this at the roots for like half an hour, 1 hour. It would work wonderfully to like just soothe the scalp and, you know, not make it very dry. I think that's the only way I've found this to work. But its main job is to sort of nourish the hair lengths, and it just doesn't cut it for me. Okay, next is one of my all-time favorite masks. This is an oldie but a goldie. I think this is one of the very old ranges of Plum. One of those OG ranges from Plum. This is their avocado range, and this hair mask is so good. It's literally a 10 on 10 product. It's got everything, you know, except maybe like the nice smell. Okay, I'll cut 0.5. I'll give it 9.5. It doesn't smell all bad, but it doesn't have like a beautiful fragrance or anything that I personally like. So that's the only reason why I'm sort of giving it a minus, like a 0.5 minus. But otherwise, this performs. And how, this is such a brilliant pre-wash hair mask. It works so beautifully every time I've used this product. And you know, even when my hair has been like a complete wreck, it's been super dry and felt like really damaged and horrid, this one has tamed it like nobody's business. And if I had to team this with a really nice leave-in serum, uh, your hair just looks like a beauty. Like, it's so good. I love it. And what's the best thing about this is also that even after you washed your hair, it's still sort of, you know, like till the next wash cycle, your hair still feels nourished. And that's like a wonderful quality about it. I think I mean, I love this. I absolutely love this hair mask. Highly recommend it. This one smells of melon. I mean, I don't hate melon, so that's nice. Yeah, it's nice actually. I always love a good smelling hair mask, man. I mean, I just think that everybody should be making good smelling hair masks and body care. These are two things that you shouldn't hold back too much. And you know, unless for the people who can't do fragrances at all, I mean, these are areas you love a good smelling product. So this one is from Kerastrait. It's their protein mask, and this does a fairly decent job. It's definitely better than the Requil protein mask that I spoke about earlier. But also, I just felt like there are so many better masks than this that I have used, which is why this sort of falls short, especially at the price point that it comes at. Uh, I would say like this is a decent product, but it doesn't blow my mind. I think I'll give it a 7. It's only because I feel like the price point is way too high for something that does a decent enough job and is not spectacular. Okay, next is again one of my most favorite hair masks ever. I don't even remember how many times I have recommended this product on my Instagram page, where by the way I post much more regularly. So if you want to like stay more updated with my content, this is where you should be following me. So yeah, if you need a hair mask that works brilliantly, this is it. Like, this is actually a 10 on 10 product. If there's one mask from everything that I'm going to be talking about today, this is it. Like, this is the mask. What I also like is that, true to its name, it says it's a 2-minute mask, and it literally is a 2-minute mask. Like, very few masks really work like this, and a lot of times people don't have so much time, or maybe they've not accounted for it in advance. But this one is what you can rely on, because this literally does the job in 2 minutes flat, and so good. So it's the Love Beauty Planet Onion Black Seed Oil and Patchouli Hair Fall Control 2-minute magic mask. I'll tell you what I actually really like about this product is that I have super like fine hair. So if I use something that's like really overwhelming, it can even weigh down my hair. So not just like cut the frizz, but it can just make it look chopped up. So what this does beautifully is that it cuts out the frizz wonderfully, and it also sort of adds this little bit of bounce, which I have not seen with like literally any hair product that I have used till date. I don't know how this does it, but this does such a good job of it. This entire range, I've used this shampoo, conditioner, this mask, and even the hair oil. I've used the entire range, and everything is beautiful. Everything smells heavenly. Might come across as a little too strong for somebody who doesn't like very strong fragrances, but if you can surpass that, this is such a brilliant mask. Like, works absolutely wonderfully for everyone, maybe except for those who have very coarse and thick hair. Maybe not for them, but for most normal hair types, if you have my kind of hair, this is an absolute investment. So like I said, that one isn't for the coarse hair type, but from the same brand, there is this other hair mask, which is the Smooth and Serene 2-minute magic mask. It has argan oil and lavender. This also smells really nice. In fact, I like the smell of this a little more than that, though both smell really good to me. This one is a bit too overwhelming for my hair, I'd say. So I don't go in with this, unless it's very, very dry out there, during the winter, or if I'm like traveling to a cold place, then maybe that's the only time this works for me. But otherwise, this can really weigh down my hair, because I think it will work much better for somebody with coarser, thicker hair type. For them, it's an absolute beauty. It cuts out the frizz wonderfully. It cuts out the frizz for me as well, but it also sort of overwhelms my hair a little bit. That's the only reason why I'll give it, let's say, a 7. Yeah, I think a 7 is a good rating for this. That brings me to the end of this video, and I'm gonna leave the details to all the products with the links and everything in the descriptor below. And if you do like my content, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Also, if you'd like to stay more in touch with my content, I post much more regularly on Instagram, and you can give me a follow on my page. It's called The Better Blog.